is the 11th Yamransa Model Lab funded by the Helping Africa Foundation in collaboration with the Member of Parliament for the Juabuso constituency, the Honorable Kwabena Minta Akando.
Welcome to Juabuso in the Western North region. Today we are here to dedicate the 11th Yamransa Model Lab. My name is Jemima from Implementors, and I'm happy to take you through the project. First of all, let's go and meet the founders of the project, that is the Helping Africa Foundation. So we'll meet the Deputy Executive Director, Mr. Jonathan Wisner, and speak to him to get to know more about the project. Let's go. Hello.
Hi, Jemima. How are you?
I'm fine. Akwaba.
Akwaba. Thank you.
You're welcome. So tell us more about the Yamransa Model.
I'm happy to. And what I'd like to do is talk about essentially the evolution of the model.
Right.
I'm a relatively newcomer, if you will. I've been associated with this incredible project for only 2 years.
Right.
But in the 2 years, I've seen really remarkable transformations in terms of how the model itself has evolved into what it is now today, right, which is a well-conceived, clearly defined model.
Right.
This program is managed by the Implementors, a project management non-profit here in Ghana with technology support from Tech Aid.
As every Yamransa Model Lab project, it involves a collaboration between Helping Africa Foundation, the District Assembly, the promoter, the Education Directorate, as well as Implementors. Our role is to make sure that the project is managed and completed successfully. And so we had to meet with the community who are our stakeholders, the DC, the Education Director and his team, the promoter and his team, to discuss what their responsibilities are towards the project. In doing that, we also had to meet them to ensure that they are playing those responsibilities with regards to construction of the building, gathering the teachers and then the various schools who are supposed to come here to use the facility.
All the students will have the basics of electronics, and they will, you don't have the little robots that they program, but they will know that programs can do things in the real world. Wow. In addition, you have this fancy new technology. You have 3D printers, which, you know, these are, I would call these nuts and bolts.
Yes,
but the fact that a student created these,
yes,
you know, if you grew up repairing cars, I'm sure there are nuts and bolts somewhere. It's not just a metaphor, they're real. And all these other things, they, in having to, at one point, at one of the early labs, the young woman had created a skeleton. And yes, I said, where did that come from? Well, there were guidelines on the bones from the internet, but she drew it herself because she was also an artist. Is that cool, having an artist know how to use a 3D printer to print a human skeleton? And then the other thing, the virtual reality glasses, you know, for people who like games, or if there are places where you need to do a needs assessment and there's a flood or something, you know, maybe you can have a feed that you look through here.
Yeah. The Yamransa Model Lab program links a community to change agents. The system follows a process, beginning by assessing the needs of the community, followed by tailor-made solutions which are designed and deployed.
Every lab that we have built so far has its own story. And we did the dedication for Computer 10, which was sponsored by Lezu Ofusu Ajari. Some of the invited guests that came there included Honorable Minta Akando.
Oh, I
yes,
see.
He was an invited.
So he came to the dedication of Lab 10.
Lab 10. Oh, okay. He was so impressed. I mean, he didn't ask for the lab, but looking at his enthusiasm, and then he was talking, I said, I'm gonna have a conversation with this gentleman.
Right.
And we started talking. He said, I'll be happy if you guys can support us. Lo and behold, we engage him, and he's come through with it. So that's how we selected his constituency for this wonderful lab.
Wonderful, wonderful. So this is virtual reality. This product is called Oculus. Wow.
Yeah.
So the students use this to learn. So there are things that, for instance, if you want to be a medical doctor, there's a part of the body, I mean the internal stuff. We have programs, educational softwares on this that the students can watch and learn. Really, more like the real one. You think that is the liver inside the body, but it's virtual.
I'm sure almost everybody's tried this.
Yes.
But if you haven't, it's extraordinarily realistic.
Yes.
It transports you into a
Reality.
virtual reality.
Yeah.
So it's remarkable.
Wow.
The model aims to benefit every Ghanaian, irrespective of your location. Just like here, Dwaboso, a booming cocoa community in the Western North region.
Usually, children from deprived areas such as this place are at a disadvantage. So as a member of parliament of the area, I then had to look for opportunities for my people in the constituency to get access to the learning of ICT and robotics in this constituency. Fortunately enough, I met Mr. Jafet Ayiku and the Helping Africa Foundation, and they also agreed to help me establish the Yamwanza Model ICT and robotics in Dwaboso constituency.
We'll walk around to the back, we'll look at the poly tank.
Yes.
And the solar panels, and then we'll take a walk through the inside.
To ensure efficiency and sustainability, this model provides each lab with access to a second source of power and water.
Right.
And the filters.
Okay.
And
so
then,
it's a borehole supported with a poly tank and automatic pump.
Yes, so that it actually has an independent water support supply to power the sink,
building.
the bathrooms, and
Yeah.
you'll see those inside.
Yes. So we always have water 24/7 to power the lab.
With the Helping Africa Foundation's agreement, we're supposed to provide 2 years of technical support before the community takes over. So we will be coming here once every term, which is 6 times. And through that process, we intend to fix any technology problems, also do some knowledge transfer, train the local community so that they can go ahead, even if they don't continue to have a service level agreement with us. So we're here through the process, set it up. We also did training for English, maths, science, and ICT teachers, because the computer labs are not only for teaching ICT, they are means to an end. They are for teaching also even liberal arts courses in social studies, mathematics, and science subjects as well. So we fitted the whole lab with a unique device called the Asanka, which means all subjects and new knowledge access. It's a small device that has all the curriculum for the basic education, and therefore it has videos, past questions, and so the Asanka provides multimedia access, or makes the lab a multimedia learning place.
And these computers are programmed with the entire curriculum so that it's a liberal arts education. It's not just technology that's being taught here. It's actually the entire liberal arts education, which will enable them to actually take the BEC tests, which, as you know, are broken out into a number of different categories.
Yeah.
And take practice tests on these, or learn the components that go into the BEC test
Right.
from these computers.
Yeah, so it means it has the GES curriculum,
Yes, it does.
all the subjects, science, maths, English, ICT, and all the other subjects on this.
Yep.
The expectation is that it, one, has a good reflection on their results when they go to write their BECE, and it also sharpens and develops their interest in mathematics and engineering.
The mission of the Yamransa Model Labs program, funded by the Helping Africa Foundation, is to work with like-minded individuals and organizations to provide each of the 60 regions of Ghana with one of its model labs.